Okay, Joe's here and he's going to show me how you put all this together. I've got a fresh tube of ultra black that I normally use to build the China wall here, and so that's what we'll use going under there, I guess, unless he's got a better idea. I don't, it's not that I mind this so much if it really worked. In other words, if you could take the intake off and put another intake on, but I don't think you can, because this RTV in there is going to grab on to the bottom of the intake, and it's going to grab onto that gasket. So you're going to end up ruining the gasket if you tried to take the intake off. So to me that means it kind of sort of doesn't really work. But so I don't see any advantage to this. I mean, it does keep oil off the bottom of your intake, I'll give it that, but so does everything else, you know. If we had a Ray Barton that has the bottom on it, you know, it would, I prefer that way. This is wedge, you know what I mean? Okay, and then I'm gonna give Joe a tutorial on how to torque down a Hemi intake, which is a long drawn out process, and even after you get done, it's still gonna get loose as soon as he starts it, and a month later to be loose again, but that's just the proper way to do it. So we're going to start our process. If you use this, and this is metal to metal, and there is no gasket, I would want a gasket, because if you don't have a gasket, then in theory, everything you put on here should squeeze out, and that, you know, it may not fall in the valley, it may hang on, but still it's squeezed out into there and here, in theory. So you'd want very little. And when you build this bead up here to seal this huge gap, now you can't take your intake off because it's going to mess that intake gasket up. And if you don't have another set of intake gaskets, you're going to have a problem. This, to me, this whole thing just doesn't work. It's the Ray Barton intake with a built-in valley tray on the bottom, like a Hemi intake is, works. And I don't feel that, I think this is terrible.
You think if we take this off and turn it 180, it may have less rock? Could it be happier the other way?
Yeah, but I mean, rock or no rock, I think we're looking at the same answer.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd want it on there the way that was less rock. And I think it's going to straighten out. But we're going to have some RTV under there if it doesn't. But in theory, it's all going to squish out of there. I don't know. I don't like it.
I like the benefit would be if you had the one that had the big cutout in it, so you could get to your lifters,
like the trick flow,
and wipe,
and one that would seal up next to the head without ruining the intake gasket.
Yeah, I think it's going to seal. I just don't think it's ideal. How about that?
Oh, I think it's going to seal, but if you ever take your intake off, you're going to, I assume, ruin the gasket.
Mm-hmm.
Now maybe you could cut that stuff off of the. No, it's just terrible. I think it's all going to work, but I don't like it. If we laid our bead in, it would work. We'd have to put the intake back on, look at what we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
decide how much bead we need, and then draw that bead.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know to do.
And it has decent access to like sneak your finger through on top of the plate. It looked like.
We need to draw a bead that everybody's happy with.
Okay.
That the intake's happy with, and the valley plate's happy with, and Ray Barton intake's a lot easier.
We're down one Ray Barton intake right now, so.
I've got one, but you can't borrow it.
Okay.
But it's got a 500 shot on you. So we will get our dyno numbers up.
Yep.
I think it's got some 175 jets in there. We could get where we want to be.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are we ready? Do we have a plan?
I think so.
I think we're going to have to set the intake back on, look at it, decide exactly how big we want that bead. Then I guess we put the valley plate on?
Yeah. I would go ahead and glue him and screw him even.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. We want him down and done. And then lay that bead in there and hope we don't squeeze too much
Right.
down, you know. Like if it's a regular Hemi intake, I would set it on there and measure my gap underneath here and say it was 3/16.
Right.
And then I would draw a 1/4 inch bead across the top and everything would be just perfect.
Let's seal the deal. What do you say?
All right, let me wash this a little bit. It's still a little dirty. And if it leaks, it's not my fault because Joe's doing all this.
I knew that's why you wanted me to do it.
I know nothing.
I knew that was
I
why.
wasn't there. I don't, whatever. Jesus, that looks like a lot. But you're doing it, not me.
Leak proof. It'll squish out the backside.
Probably squish out the front side and clog up the oil pump and blow up on the dyno.
I'm glad he's got that 1/2 inch pickup too. It'll hold, it'll hold plenty of RTV. There we go.
And I don't think these had any flat washers on them, did they? We can steal flat washers out of his Mancini kit that didn't that we didn't use.
Right. It did not, because you can see where it,
Yeah.
I dropped that just beautifully. There you go.
So you want washers or no washers?
I think washers are better. Are they long enough?
I think so. You got that,
Okay.
and we're not going to get them super tight. And I did clean out the holes. I think the Mopar spec on these is only 10 pounds, so it's not like. Now I think we ought to get the intake, set it on there, and visualize that bead.
Okay. Visualize the bead.
Now, stick your head in there and do some heavy ciphering. So what we're trying to do, the only thing we're really trying to do is seal that to that.
Right.
So kind of think of it that way.
Right. I can tape through.
We could tape that.
Mm-hmm.
And it would make it look better. But we're not supposed to be getting any there anyway.
I just meant if we could tape intake off, if we taped the inside edge X amount, 1/8 inch, 6, whatever. Then when I do my bead, I pull the tape off and it leaves half of a bead or the bead to where we want the bead. Let's get her done.
You got it visualized. What are you calling that? I'm calling that 150 thousandths.
I gotta fix that back there. They let me down.
Okay, if that seals to that, and if the corners seal, I think I might put a little more on the corners just in case.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Looking for the squish.
Okay, how's it look to you?
Pretty good. Let me get the flashlight. And I got RTV on your flashlight.
You said that was going in a 65?
Yeah, you want me to take my Ray Barton intake with us?
I'm gonna have to add a little in some spots. But I think if we bolt it down first, it'll get my best
Yeah.
pull, and then I can wipe. I can wipe my squishes. What are you torquing this to, Rick?
Right now we're just kind of bringing it down. But what we're trying to do, we're trying to torque the center 4
Mm-hmm.
to 6 foot-pounds and the outer 4 to 4 foot-pounds. And the only way you can really do that, obviously, would be with a dial type or a beam type torque wrench.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't click.
Right.
You know, I mean, it just won't work. So, now it takes a while to get it even down to where you're ready to start going all the way to 6 in the middle and 4 on the ends. But eventually, we'll get down there. And then when we get there, we'll have to go over it many times to get where we want to be.
And you said I need to heat cycle this and then
Yeah, then do it all over
let it
again.
cool all the way off and do it, or do it while it's warm?
I don't know that it matters, but it's going to get loose. And when he puts it in the car, after he runs it a while, it's going to get loose. So right now I'm going to 50. And these will later be going to 72. We're talking inch-pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can take these out here to say 40 or something.
I think I got enough RTV. The thing will never fall off.
Well, remember how hard it was to get it off?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one pass. Now we do it again. And we're still not, let's go on up to, let's go on up a little higher. But once we get it to where we're going to 72 and 48, then we'll still have to go over it many times. The first straight Hemi I had, somebody over tightened the intake like people always do, and I hit it with a hammer until I broke it, and now he's got it because I gave it to him. And he's still got it because he's never sold anything in his life. He wants to hoard everything. We were thinking someday when we want to be able to cheap Hemi, we'll weld it up. Got a big chunk out of the front of it. Okay, let's see if we can go to 72. Okay. Now we're going to start going to 72. And we'll still have to make many passes. Now we're going to 48 on the outside. Okay, we're getting there. It's barely going.
Give me a
I think that we're there. We might, I think we're there. Might go over one more time, just in case. And you say we're looking good on the, yep, these are all tight. You say looking good on the RTV?
I think so. If you listen really close, you can hear it vulcanize.
I think we're torqued.
Hallelujah.